ACE actually runs a fund, right, called ACE, right? They're going to start again, right? They are also funds like iGen in the past. They give you $50,000 for almost free, right? I'm not sure what is the status of those funds, right? So they are funding here and there for a smaller amount. Okay.
Sorry, government fund.
Yeah.
You talked a bit about government funds. Government now pretty open to give funds to so-called startups.
Yeah.
All of them are no action.
Actually, timing is not good for you, right? The last 4 years, they have dispensed $100 million.
$100 million from a base of $5 billion.
What base? They have actually given out, right? So there are a lot of people who have actually gotten $50,000 chunks, right, for almost free, right? What happens is that they have stopped that scheme called iGen maybe about 6 months ago. They may restart it again, I'm not sure. Okay, there are new schemes coming out, right? The scheme that is still running is called ACE, right? This is strictly for startup. Huh? Okay, they give you $50,000 grant, right? If you put in $20,000 yourself, right? 5 upon 7, I think, right? So you will have to present to a committee, right? And if a committee likes it, you get your funding, right? In 2 tranches probably. Right, and the problem with grants like this, because it's free money, right? There are criteria for the grant. Okay, so for example, they would say, okay, I like your idea. Let's say, for example, you would like, and Mary looking at me, right? And let's say you would like to start up a char kway teow store, and they like your idea of char kway teow store. Let's say, right? They will say, okay, if you start your stall, I will give you $10,000 first, right, to really kick up whatever it is, right? To get your next tranche, right, what are you doing? Then you can say, oh, in the next tranche, I am going to sell 30 plates of char kway teow.
You give them a business plan.
You get a business plan.
For 1 year?
For whichever period that you are comfortable with, 1 year, 6 months.
50,000.
Yeah.
1 year only.
I think it's less. If you look at it, how much can your $50,000 last you? Right? Yeah. So basically, that's how they do it, right? So in 3 months, I'm going to sell 100 plates of char kway teow, right? So if you sell 100 plates of char kway teow, they will give you an extra tranche. But if you don't sell, they will wait until you finish selling the 100. You ask your friend to buy more. Yeah. So the key point is, don't use that as your criteria, right? Because it's completely not in your control, right? So basically, you need to, your business plan need to be very focused, yet attainable.
Sorry to interject. So from the government itself, it's going to find a bit more for startup. Any new funds or grants for A-Star Space Singapore?
Okay, so there are many grants, right? Okay, and I don't profess I know all of them, right? So some of them, depending on, let's say business analytics, right? I know that some A-Star organizations will work with you and will actually not give you a grant, but actually put researchers with you to help you build your system, right? They will get a grant themselves, right? But to you, it's free research and free product, right? So there are more than one way to skin a cat, right? So some of them are developing stuff. Some of them are actually helping you with, different parts of the whole entire mechanism. So it's more than just money, right? There are also all these kind of different schemes that are available, right? Where to do it? I think that, I was told that ACE is going to come up with a website that does some of these things, but we are not sure yet because the grant schemes, the latest one is not out yet. Okay, they're still sitting on it, right? So that's how it would be. I mean, you can take it offline. If you're more interested in some of those stuff. Yeah. Different people at different stage. Yeah. So yeah.
Important things that if the government is not open, the rest of them.
The government is very open. The government is very open. I'm not PAP, but the government is very open. Right. Okay. That's all the time I have actually. Right. So. Where toilet? Okay. All right. So any question for me? Right. I'll try to answer as.
Just curious question. Because
Kickstarter is crowdfunding. So my hypothesis, right, is that if your startup is reward based, meaning you're producing a product like a camera stand, something you can buy, watch. The Kickstarter and Indiegogo does well, right? But if you don't, right, it's a little bit more difficult, right, on Kickstarter or Indiegogo, right? But you're absolutely right? So it depends on your startup, right? So if your startup is providing service, it's a bit more difficult, right? If your startup is reward based, or your fundraising is reward based, meaning that you in the end sell something, right? Like my friends have this machine, neural machine, right? So they go build a neural machine and then they sell you the machine. So they say, okay, for $100, please buy my machine, okay? And that's how they raise the fund, right? Although the cost may be $20 or whatever it would be, right? So you're absolutely right. Okay. Any other question on valuation? I know I've not answered specific question, right? But the answer, the point of valuation is so large, right? That I think it is a process to actually help you build your valuation, right? So usually I sit down with a startup for a week or two, right, to actually derive a valuation for them. So it's not like I say today, oh, you're 5 million, oh, you're 2 million, you're 3 million, or whatever it would be, right? So it's actually quite difficult. And then when you present to the investor may not agree with you, right? Chances are less that they think that you're undervalued. Chances are more they think you're overvalued. Right? Correct? So that's the usual case.
So, in that case, your role is more of a startup befrienders.
Okay, I have multiple hats, right? So today, if I speak on this, I'm a friend of a startup, right? So you come to me for money, I'm an investor, right? Yeah.
But you are able to play them different.
Sometimes very difficult, right? So if I do work with some of you guys, right? When you guys present to my partners, they make the decision. I don't. I will just tell them what I think is worth, right? So my partners will make the decision on whether they will invest or not. Similarly, same. So they may mentor some startup, right?
So you abstain,
yeah, when they present, right, the partner will abstain, right? To be fair to the rest of the partners, we have 7 partners, or six other partners. Okay, right?
Yeah. Should the startup do the valuation themselves, or
yes?
Then the investor will also do their own valuation, right?
Yes.
Then how do you? If there's a mismatch.
So you have to explain to them how you derive it, and see whether they agree with you or not. Right?
Then they may use their own method and use your own.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Right.
Can you run down, just now you show 5 different investors. Just want to find out each individual type of investors. What are they looking for a startup? They want to invest, they want to put up, and then they want to invest. Just give me, let's say, triple F, Frank, no problem. Angel.
Looking for valuation or amount?
No, I'm looking for what does this super angel and angel will fund you if I'm a startup, and the government and the incubator. Well, are they the same or are they different?
They're all different.
Correct. So could you just run down?
FN and F is usually a family and friends, right? So they believe in you, they will invest.
No bother.
Right?
No bother.
Angels is, if you want to look for angels, right? The angel round is usually the most expensive round for you, right? Because the valuation will be very low, right? So therefore, right, you should be looking at angels that could actually add value to your business, and vice versa. That means that angel must be able to see that, okay, you actually add value to me, right? Or I can help you, right? Super angels are similar, right? Incubation and accelerators are slightly different, right? It's a business for them, right? So some accelerators and incubators may be from, let's say, PSA or DBS or SPH or Singtel, right? Okay, so they have the idea of what they're interested in, right? So if you fit within their what they will invest in incubating.
And what are they looking for?
So it depends. So if you look at, let's say, sorry.
From your experience.
Okay, for let's say okay, from experience, Singtel is a simple one, right? Singtel to investing in areas which are similar or adjacent to the telco industry, right? So what are similar? Anything to do with telco, right? Encryption, compression, right? The adjacent could be battery, right? Because they need a battery to power off their tower or whatever it would be, right? And there are more, right? Similar, MediaCorp and let's say SPH are more media based, right? So if you can do more things with media, they can make use of your services, they will incubate you, right? So those are the different organizations, right?
Typical amount would be like how much?
Singtel ranges, right? Usually it is between $15,000 to about $60,000, $80,000 range, right? And they will take anywhere from 3 to 8% of the company to incubate or to accelerate. Okay, government government is, I'm on tape. Government depends on what they see are the main drivers for the economy, right? So, for example, productivity. If your system actually improve productivity, they will fund, right? If your system improve productivity in, let's say, I don't know, travel industry, let's say, okay, and because they see that travel industry is very ineffective, they will fund, right? So they also have objectives, right? So the buzzwords, of course, is Smart Nation. Anything Smart Nation, should fund, right? So if they believe you, right? Yes.
How would you categorize cornerstone and mezzanine level? Which level?
Sorry, which one?
Cornerstone.
Cornerstone.
Cornerstone investors and mezzanine level of how
Okay, there's completely two different terms. Cornerstone investment are the people that actually are the main investors in your organization, right?
Earlier on.
Sorry?
That can be the lead investors. Earlier on.
Oh. Yeah, cornerstone could be a lead investor. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Mezzanine funding is a stage of funding, right? So after, I don't have it here. So you have, so you'll be like F&F round, angel, right? Super angel, which is basically seed round, right? Or pre-seed, then seed round, and then your pre-A round, right? B, so on, right? Mezzanine funding is usually the later round.
The later.
Yeah. So it's a stage of funding.
Before they go for probably.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Correct.
Is that is where the double class shares they're looking for right now?
Double class share usually start at VC round, your A or even pre-A. Yeah. Could be much earlier. Charlie was supposed to speak about that. Okay. All right. Without further ado, let me introduce Marcus. Marcus is a good friend of mine.
Sorry?
Come. He's a good friend of mine, and he's going to present his startup, which is CloakApps. Marcus is no spring chicken, as you can see, right? But Marcus has actually developed a very interesting security product, right? That actually could revolutionize, I would say, the enterprise security going into the future. So without further ado, let me introduce Marcus.
So thank you. Sorry?
This man. You can't use my
So by not being a screw chicken, I guess Chuck is saying I'm one of the older people around in the startup scene. So what we do is that we wanted to protect data for businesses. So I think everyone knows that data leaks are getting more and more common. But how serious exactly is the problem now? In a recent Symantec report, just this year, they pointed out that there are 9 mega breaches in 2015 alone. In total, there are more than 409 million entities exposed. So that is 1 out of every 16 people involved. All because of insecure web services. So we got pretty worried about this a few years back. We wanted to build good data protection tools for businesses. So as most people know, enterprise data and services are protected by firewalls. But the firewall is a bit like the Great Wall of China, very quickly becoming obsolete. The reason is because IT is moving towards cloud computing. Peer-to-peer solution like blockchain Ravi gave very good talk last week on this. And then BYOD. BYOD has been around for a long time. So in addition to firewall, you also need to build data protection right into the application to build for businesses now. This is what we do. We built a platform called the Federated Data Sentry platform for businesses. But when we try to explain the Federated Data Sentry to people, they get confused. Data security is very complex. So what we do is that we build a SaaS application that sits on top of this platform. So our SaaS application can help to demonstrate that all businesses can use the library to build their own services. So now we have file, which is a password-free file encryption tool. What this is secure file repository. TecHour is a variation of Vault for the data market. Chat is a secure enterprise messaging tool. Then enterprises can use the library to build their own apps. So companies can expect a dramatic reduction in the go-to-market time because our library do a lot of very difficult data protection stuff for you. So for example, in a recent hackathon, we built a smart contract validation platform that is secure using our library in less than 24 hours. So this is another use case. We recently did a project with Konica Minolta. They used our library to build a secure healthcare solution in just 5 months, front end, back end. In comparison, if you look at WhatsApp, they built secure chat, AWS security over the chat. In 18 months, using 14 developers. So the application we built for Konica has a iOS application integrated with a 3D camera. So the 3D camera will capture 3D models and image of a wound. So the solution will automatically measure the wound. Our library protects the capture and do secure RESTful services. So we also build the backend. Backend has authentication, data protection, data access control, and endpoint management. So endpoint management tracks all the devices being registered to the platform. You know, if your device is stolen, you don't want people to see notifications, injury, photos, and all. So it's very easy to revoke access. So once a company has a gateway in their system, it's very easy for them to roll out the SaaS to the organization. Setup takes less than 30 minutes. We do Active Directory single sign-on using one account. The global software encryption market is $2 billion, growing at around like 14%. So very fast growing, and we just get bigger. So our main competitors, ours is an SDK-based solution. Our main competitors are container-based solution and also build it yourself solution. Yep.
Are you the only one from FDS?
Well, this is quite rare. So this is why my SDK based solution is completely working with building yourself.
What about the SDK comparable?
Sorry?
Comparable apple to apple.
I think you're right to say that it's a bit different from container-based solution. So we are comparing more to TecHour.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry to be disruptive. I'm saying that compare your from FDS SDK base with another SDK based comparable.
I'm saying that it's very rare. So what's happening now is that a company will say, hey, I want to build security into my next social media app. Then they will get Accenture, IBM, maybe something like PSA, Changi Airport. Then they will pull in a PIN identity for authentication and this and that. Then the code base will be more open. So it's really doing myself.
So there is no competitor like that out there
Very
before.
But I think that's very choice of design.
So I think that we started doing this, but I expect that. So there's very few. So container-based solution is probably the most popular. they are really MDM solution like Iron and TecHour. But because of the container is very slow, so bloated, everyone knows about it. So SDK or library give you the best performance, high security customization. Then you can extend your services with your modules and architecture. So compared to building it yourself, you can reduce the number of security developers you need to hire. So security developers and architects are very hard to find in the market. Not easy to train, also after you train them, they leave. And their skill set is really non-core to the organization. So our go-to-market plan, maybe in the first phase, acquire 6 to 10 enterprise customer. So because what you pointed out, competitors are mainly doing it themselves now. So a large company is look for phase 1. We have a global sales partnership program, working very hard to grow that program now. Then in phase 2, we will look into SMB to scale our SaaS solution through directed digital marketing and the online marketing tools. So our revenues are SaaS subscription, licensing, and professional services. 2 of these are recurring. So I think we have a good team. We focus on growing enterprise security as a service. Took a while to build what we have. I have around 15 years of experience in business development, finance, and project management. Work in China, States, and Singapore during this period. Qiming has more than 10 years experience in security, research, development, and project management. Qiming formerly is from Wuhan. Now he's a Singapore citizen. So without Qiming becoming a Singaporean and all this, I think this startup will be quite difficult to have its own product. Qiming also work in America and China. So we have 2 local advisors, Qi and Chuck. So everyone knows Chuck quite well. These are the people we go to for business advice. So me and Qiming, our culture tends to be more technical. Technical advisor with plenty, because of our contacts with Qiming and most of the base hard. So our overseas technical advisor are Professor Nasimandan and Professor TecHour. They are Qiming's colleague and supervisor in New York University. He did his postdoc over there. For sales, we have Timothy, who recently is helping us to grow the global sales partnership program. So I think this is all I have to share. Thank you for listening. So I'll be happy to answer any question you have.
I had a question about the Changi Airport. Most enterprises already have their sort of address, Active Directory, where you want to connect to, for example, right? So how does your solution work? Is it layer on top of it?
Oh yes.
Is there
Right. So what we do is that I try to keep everything simple. What we have is a single server inside the company. It will sit behind the firewall. This gateway, which is really a software, you can direct from the cloud system. Currently, the cloud backend is deployed on Amazon Web Services.
So if I'm a user at Changi Airport, do I still log in my same Changi Airport username and password, or is there a separate authentication layer?
Oh, depending on the customer needs. So if they want single sign-on, we have out-of-the-box solution. But sometimes, like what you point out, they want us to integrate with PIN identity, for example, and we have to look into the best way to do it. So the whole idea is that when we have services running on the pattern to communicate the gateway will understand what's behind the organization. Is it PIN identity? Is it PID? Or is it key? And then any data that comes here is just encrypted or sanitized and masked and encrypted about that. And the paper is passed or wrapped around as a JSON object for RESTful communication. This part will always security to handle. Goes to the cloud, it goes directly to the mobile device. So you need to have signature, checking, and all this you can replay with that when So it gets really complicated. But what we do is that we use the same architecture for a SaaS solution. So our customer can just download our apps, and anyone really can download it. play with it and see that all this are really transparent. You don't have to worry about it.
Can I ask maybe a more direct question? How long is this company in operation?
We started in June 2011. So we were, I guess, quite lucky in Chuck's work because we did all this R&D using government grants and our own savings. So we got Spring TCS grant, proof of concept and proof of value.
Government grant.
Yes.
How much you got it from?
I think around like 700,000. 700,000.
700,000.
But it's two phases: proof of concept and proof of value. So Chini and I, we left A-Star and we work on this. Then after that, we show milestones like pattern pending, prototype, and then we got the second tranche to build it into multiple platforms. Because the thing about encryption is that if you encrypt on Windows, you need to view your data on Android, iOS, Mac. So the library is quite extensive. There's a few of them. So you have the back end and the front end. Then we realized we need to make money. So now we're getting checks out to do more BD and take the company forward.
Can you share with us top-down approach, big picture? Where are you going?
We want to stay focused on data protection or security. So there's a big market, which is this one. So currently, a big part of the encryption software market now is HTTPS. When you connect to secure banking, online banking, pay your taxes, they buy keys, they use HTTPS and OpenSSL or Tomcat to protect it. So a big part of this is something like this. But going forward, we feel that this thing will be more SDK driven. This is a bit like if you want to build an app with mapping, you will use Google API. If you want to do security, you will use this. And the backend, the services will run online.
Yeah, so you have a problem and then you have a good solution. So could you share with me more about your revenue stream?
We didn't have much revenue yet. So we did a project with Konica Minolta, recently collaborating with the National Cyber Security Lab in NUS. Then might get another project with government security agency and then some pipelines. So, but our SaaS solution, for example, CloakApp, is a very easy to use encryption tool. This one over here has $40,000 of Android store. So among this kind of like free tools, we are one of the top ones. So no marketing yet. Then bot, we have another 5,000 Android store. Then we are now building chat. Chat will be live in a few weeks' time. So in between doing projects and all that, we want to build a SaaS solution. The business model, when you do a project or library, you build an app that is secure. Then you build your app, you can use modules to add functionality. So there's licensing of the backend of the platform and also subscription of the tools. So for example, if you have an FDS solution, also you have FTP link, you can put your form through that's right. So instead of like going to build your own encryption and all this, you just pull the library, load the form you need, and you put the file, send it over.
So you charge like per project basis?
Uh,
like do you have to pay for downloading and everything?
The SaaS solution is free. So if you're looking at exact pricing, so for the SaaS product, we are pricing it on average around like $50 per user per year. So a lot of advisors will come in, pricing is a bit lower. Living on the 1 year pay. But we feel, somehow, as a techie, we feel this solution because it's a SaaS solution. price point for enterprise security now. But SaaS solution like Office 360, all this pricing has to be advertised. But you know, when we do a typical project, you know, $200,000, you got the fee, $50,000 in the library licensing. When you use one of the key, you can expect about $50,000 of licensing. So two parts of that will be recurring. So instead of like the typical 15% of licensing, maintenance fee, subscription fees. So the products get upgraded all the time.
Alright, thanks for sharing.
So all these data going forward, store and account.
Yes. So Vault doesn't have storage. Cloak and Vault store encryption. So we help to manage the key, but we don't hold your file. For Cloak and Vault, we do the encryption. We help to manage the keys. There's an option for you to store your own key, but most users we realize they don't know how to handle that. So they get confused between like what's public key, private key, and all this. And we don't hold the file storage. In Vault, we hold the file storage. We store the file for you, so that it's end-to-end secure. But there's an option for you to hold the master key, so that we can see your data.
And all these data gets stored in the cloud. Who is your cloud service provider?
Currently, Amazon Web Services.
Why?
I think it's very reliable. So, for example, we have around 40,000 downloads for our apps, never lost a single file. The services always on. So, but
could you share if you compare Amazon Web Services, IBM, Microsoft, and Google? Maybe you can compare IBM and compare Amazon. What is the unique selling point of Amazon Web Services?
I think they are about the same, but Azure tends to be pricing a bit higher. So I may not be the right best person to talk about this. But the prices are actually quite comparable. But what we realized was that we recently did an audit of a fintech company based in Hong Kong for a fund. They hired us as consultant. They were using Azure backend. So it seems like the motivation for using Azure is that they have all the enterprise stuff behind. So if you don't want to do what we are already doing, you can use Azure. Then they will give you AD Federated ADFS to do all the federated identity and all this. Then you don't have to worry about authentication, and you get access to simple access control. The SQL database protection is pretty advanced, so you can encrypt the database and all this. But most people who use that stack, they do not do that because there are other issues. But you are looking at around like maybe $10,000 per month, even though when you get started. But if you use Amazon, you can look at maybe a few $100s when you are prototyping. So I think there's a big difference in prices when you start using the full Microsoft stack. But if you're using just the EC2, the computing, the storage, the prices are quite close. So,
Any other questions? Pizza here?
Yes.
Okay, pizza is here. Alright, so
thank you.
thanks Marcus, appreciate it. Any other quick question before we go off and have a bit of pizza? Okay, if not, guys, thank you very much. I'm still around for another probably 45 minutes or half an hour, 45 minutes more. So please, pizza is available. Thank you very much. See you guys next week.